History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with factions. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with factions. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, sent him packing. Yeah, we send it, niggas packing. Don't give a fuck about the past. He hit the pavement, now he napping. You need some shit, just tap, tap, tap it. Just know your role and play your part. You're all talk and you're all bar. We see the loser in your heart, so please stop acting like you're smart. We left that loser in a ditch. That's what you get for talking shit. These niggas talking tough for Twitter, but I know you're full of it. Talking about slime, talking about gang. Nigga, you do not have no click. Nigga trying to say I make a mad, but boy, you really make me sick. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, sent him packing.
History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die.
What's going on? What's happening? What's up, people? What's really good in the hood? Everyone doing all right? Nat told me to read this. Nat's my boy in real life. He told me I have to read this live. And he's never personally lied to me. A lot of y'all lie to me. He hasn't. He hasn't. A lot of y'all lie to me. What's up, Sasuke? How you doing, brother? So I know there's been like this weird ongoing war with like OP scans and like TCB or whatever. I don't actually care about it at all in any capacity. So, but I gotta say, the scans are not looking nice. Like, these are some of the worst looking scans I've ever seen. But my guess is that they're prioritizing speed over quality to get it out, because when does TCB usually get theirs done? Like Friday morning, Thursday nights. I think for people who want the chapter quicker, OP scan works as your little preliminary snack, so to speak. Then when you see the TCB version, I don't know if they translate any better or worse. I can't comment on that. I don't speak Japanese, but what I do know is the scans be clean. It doesn't look crazy or ugly. Is that an Amazon delivery for me? Hold on. Is that my Amazon delivery? No. They stole them scans straight off a laundromat printer. Well, I'm about to see. Just give me 1 second. He went to my neighbor's house, but I want to know if he's gonna go back to his car and come. Damn it! I don't think it's mine. I'm impatient. People be I don't know who at Amazon be dying for my products, but someone gets their whip cracked on them, because Amazon be like, your package will come on Friday. Let's say I ordered on a Sunday, like it's coming on Friday, it comes on Tuesday, and I'm like, who did you kill? Who did y'all whip? Yes, it is coming to my house. Yes, he went back. What did I get? I don't know. Anyways, let's read. Sorry. Let's read. Chapter 1079, the Emperor Red Hair Pirates. Okay. You got Luffy watering some. Oh, we're no more cover story. The stupid German shit's done, eh? All right, bet. Cover art requesting Luffy watering a lime, mistaking it for. Was this by Noda Skywalker? Usually it's Noda Skywalker. All right. OP scans. Ooh, a few hours ago. What is York up to? What happened in the last chapter? Fuck, whatever. Oh, that's nice. Packing out the hammocks. Make sure he gets it 3 days earlier. Someone in that warehouse is dying for my. I could wait. I could wait. Amazon. Jeff Bezos, have mercy. All right. The trouble is the world government isn't just after Stella. They want to erase me too. In that case, I've got a plan. For now, I need you guys to deal with anyone who gets in the way. Can someone clarify something for me? Is there a main Vegapunk body, or did the old man Vegapunk split his brain into 6 other bodies, and he is also the Stella? So he is one of the 6 bodies than the other ones. Like I actually don't like. I thought like the other ones were like the Vegapunk makeshift bodies, and then like the one that we saw looks like Einstein with the head, the apple head was the okay. Stella is the main body. That's how it seems to me. Okay, all right, fair enough. So wouldn't the main body have ultimate authority? I guess is my question. Or did he split it evenly among the Vegapunks or something? I don't know. But none of them. Okay, that. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So I wonder if his corporeal form has already deteriorated. But anyways, all right. Just a quick question. In that case, I've got a plan as well. For now, I need you guys to deal with anyone who gets in the way. Now that the Frontier Dome is closed, kill everyone. Goddamn. Except me, Stella, and the hostages in the basement. Understood, says the S Hawk, S Shark, S Snake, X Bear. What are they call Seraphims? And when you guys run amok, everyone will start looking for the culprit, wondering who gave the order. I'm not strong enough. If they find out, I won't stand a chance against the other members. S Snake, pretend you got me right in front of them. Okay. And undo the petrification when no one is around. Okay. Put the thumbs up. Oh, and inside the laboratory, I'll tell you the places you must not destroy. It's probably my least favorite chapter in this arc. Rather, oh really? Okay. All right, now start the hunt. Wait, what? Is she flying? Okay, it's the. I don't think it's not an art issue. It's a scan issue. I can't. Is that Luffy or is she? I don't know what's going on, bro. Oh, you know what? They have those shoes though. That makes sense. No, they have maybe the wings. Okay, never mind. It probably is S Snake. 1 second. Hello. Yes. Wait. My package. I saw it. Bring it. Amazon. Okay, thanks. Um, sure as I. Everyone, hurry up! Everyone, get on the ship. All right. There's Sentamaru, Wada Edgelord. I thought it was G4. Scans are kind of the scans are awful. Let's escape from Egghead. There's that Blackbeard ship. Oh, Blackbeard's coming to Egghead. Because that's the whatever dome, and I see this. Okay, and it looks like the maybe that's not Blackbeard's ship. I don't know, but it looks like it is. And then we got back to Warland, Elbaf, New World. Listen, kid pirates, if you're here for our chief, red-haired Shanks, you'd have to go through us first. We won't even let you catch a glimpse of his ghetto. Puddle Pirates Captain, Ball Fingers, Ghetto Tiny, Ghetto Tiny. Niggas ugly as fuck. That's right. Mugga Fugga. Pops, your dentures fell out. Social Club Captain Dentures Fugar. Yes, you fools, I hate you. You're so brave, princess. Princess of the bourgeoisie pirates. Shivering Poodoo Poodoo? the fuck? Hey, is this a joke? Are they really the fleets of red hair? But there are some famous faces in there, so don't put your guard down. We're still in the new world, right? Father or not, I won't hold back. Yeah, that's the BB Jolly Roger. What's up, brother? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Puddly pirates? I don't know what's going on. Ink block, pencil rubbing, has scans. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's like they didn't clean it up at all. Like, did they throw this bitch on the photocopy machine? It don't look good. Hey, have your ships cleared out the way. What are you saying, Chief? I can't let him lay a finger on you lot. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. All ships fall back. You're already leaving, Chief? I finally got to meet you. It was just a short stop here. I stayed a little too long, and look, this hot shot ran into me. Now make way and get your ships out the way. Why are our fleets famous for being weak? You're so right. Thanks to you, we have survived and are protected by your fleet. Wait, so he has a weak fleet? So these are just people he's protecting, I guess. Yeah, you better watch out for your health rather than your enemies, you old hag. Ha ha ha! Shut up, you chief bastard. Hello, Dream quality. Oh, what's up, Dream? I didn't see Dream in my fucking. Quality reminds me. Oh, because kind of great. Imagine manga panda days. Yeah, they printed the scans on the first ugly piece of bread in the loaf. Honestly, yep. Shut up, you chief bastard. All right, boss, we'll take care of it. Hey, that's the 3 billion bounty we're talking about. Don't underestimate the growth rate of the youngsters. But have their wounds from Wano country already healed? He looks fine to me. He's itching for a fight. If that's the case, it's fine. Any update on Blackbeard? Nah, he definitely left Pirate Island though, so he's coming to Egghead. Let's see how this shapes up. I thought he'd show. Oh, and then Kizaru will be there too. So maybe that's what the incident's going to be about. I thought he'd show his face and wanted to. Here is the intel on Captain Kidd. Didn't you already have an encounter with Kidd? You have no. He said that nigga's a nobody to me. That's crazy. He said I do not give a fuck about this guy. So he's from South Blue. Looks like he's quite the troublemaker. Did he really not know anything about Kidd like that? He just knew some hotshot rookie tried to fight him and didn't make it to him. All right, damn. How many ships are there? I'm counting 9. I'm seeing some faces from wanted posters. They're definitely photo printer 911. Nah, Shanks never saw a kid. Wow. But like I would assume you know the name Law or Kid, I suppose. Like he doesn't seem like an ignorant pirate who's not keeping tabs on things that's happening in the world. That's why I'm shocked that he needed such basic information, I guess. And I'm wondering if him calling him a troublemaker is him talking about all the civilian damage that he does. And Shanks isn't a pirate that's like that, so I wonder if that's bothering him. It doesn't matter who I gotta fight. I'll unite all of you in 10 seconds with my damned punk. He's doing the railgun thing that he used against Big Mom. Bro, what is this? Wow, the damage is too severe. You must have seen a bad future there, didn't you? Ah, quite a feat. Whoa, what the hell is that? A cannon? The ships are getting pulled. Are getting pulled. Oh, he saw the future of what? Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. This is bad. What's wrong, boss? Spread the fleet out to the left and the right. Dorian Broggy, watch my rear. Got it. So, oh, Shanks leaped towards him. Red hair, divine departure. Ah, this nigga is so fucking garbage. I'm so tired of hearing people hype this guy up, bro. I don't know. This is nonsensical. So hold on. This slice is hard to see what's happening. I think he cut through the railgun and he got the kid, and he also knocked out some of Kid's crew because it was a Conqueror Hockey's infused slash. Yeah, Kid is falling. Everyone's like, boss. Ooh, ah! Everyone just fell. Wow. He one-shotted them? He even got Killer who came in to cover him. Boss isn't moving. He'll die. I just I honestly feel like every single Kid fan owes us all a personal apology. What the fuck? We forfeit red hair. Please don't kill our boss. Here are the rule poneglyphs. They folded? Wasn't Wire and Heat the one talking shit about Sanji back in Wano? Oh no 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 no. Wait, hold on. Valen, you're not getting away with this. I'm coming for you. You're one of the biggest Kid fans that I see. I don't want to hear it. I'm coming for him. Oh my goodness. Here are the road poneglyphs. They wait. First, I don't know if it makes sense for them to get one shotted, but give me a second. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. This guy's such a loser. Over here, Captain. Huh? Look, something on that island. Oh, yeah, you little runt. If you point loaded guns at someone's hometown, be prepared to suffer the same fate, okay? Hakoku sovereignty. And it blows through the kid's ship, whatever. It's a move that they used for the island eater back in a green bit, I remember. Or Little Garden. In Elbaf New World, the Kid pirates, spearheaded by the 3 billion berry bounty man Eustace Captain Kidd, were utterly destroyed. I got words for people. Oh my lord. This I don't I don't know if this makes perfect sense, but I'm not surprised. But Jesus Christ. What do y'all say? What do y'all say? What do y'all say? Hold on. I'm crying. I think he just cut the real gun in half, then hit kid. Okay, then hit kid. Why even hype that? Dog. Glad we're getting the fraud pirates out of here. LOL, this shit is so funny. Damn, haven't read the chapter, but kid in the mud. LOL. At least have him have several hotted, not one shotted. I got you. I get an agenda POV. These niggas are gonna eat it up, but aside of stuff, this is pretty garbage. Long story short, it's over. I've come to see things. All right. Listen, it's no secret that I'm not a Kid fan. So I really don't care. This nigga, I think this nigga sucks. And he didn't prove shit to me in Wano. But with the way if I was a Kid fan or someone who cared about kids' rise to prominence or whatever, knowing what I know with the supernovas, him being the only one with with their right hand or first mate being a supernova as well, with Killer and whatnot, he's just been sorely disappointing and I can't like in every capacity to me because I don't think he's particularly interesting from a character standpoint. We never got any detailed backstory or flashbacks about him in any grand fashion. We know that him and Killer liked some girls at one point, and he made his crew together and they left. It's like he's just not interesting, and he doesn't even get to showcase like through combat that he's a formidable opponent in any meaningful fashion because this is supposed to be Luffy's kind of you know in generation rivals, so to speak. But I'd argue, and I've been saying this for at least a year and a half, 2 years. Law has completely usurped the role that Kid was supposed to have. Whatever it was that Kid was supposed to do, Law has done it. Law, to me, despite having lost and not being like Luffy level or whatever, has been highly impressive. Though I know his ability is very broken. It's a very powerful ability, but Law is clear, heads and toes clear to me that anything Kid has shown and proven here. I personally would have liked to see a better back and forth. You can argue the moment that this is trying to showcase the formidable strength of Shanks specifically, despite him having a weak fleet. His main force and him specifically is strong enough to take out an up and coming emperor, if you will, very very easily. But the problem that I probably have with this, despite it not being that entertaining, I guess if Shanks is really the strongest nigga on planet Earth, this should be this easy for him. My problem is I don't think it makes sense for Kid to be down in one hit. I don't care how deep the cut and wound is. I saw what he took. I saw what happened to him on Wano. I saw him take a marmalade to the face while Hawkins is beating his head against the wall while he's fighting Big Mom. Do you know how much goddamn punishment? You could say Shanks is stronger than Kaido and Big Mom, fine. But they're no slouches. They broke all of Zoro's bones with a single attack. Like, what are we doing? That took Kid out? I don't believe that. That's stupid to me. That's not consistent. Power scaling in this series is so fucking ass. And then I'm sorry, despite the fact that I know that Dorian and Grogi are supposed to be the leader of Elbafs or strong people as far as giants go, and we have seen them use an attack together in conjunction that broke their weapons way back in the Grand Line that took out an island eating monster. These are Grand Line level pirates to me. They're not this strong. You can't have these niggas take you out like that. That's just embarrassing to me. I don't care how he's trying to retroactively rewrite a retcon like they're actually new world level and super strong and very powerful. No, fuck that. These niggas are losers. I saw Luffy go toe to toe with them. I saw fucking Galdino go toe to toe with them, even though he was being underhanded and had a plan and spiked the air with a bomb. Do not show me this shit. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I don't accept that. But Kid in the Mud, so it's kind of funny, but it's not well done. It's funny, but it's not well done. I gotta change this title to Kid is a fucking loser. Hold on. All right, now I feel better. All right, what are y'all saying? Oh boy. Once you said physical attacks can hurt Kaido, I kind of knew what the deal was. I wanted to have a three-way with Shanks, Blackbeard, and Kid. That would have been unpredictable. Kid is the Ryohei of the series, gets no respect. Also, Law and Luffy are more punk than Kid. Low key. I agree with that. I think Law also got body, by the way. As sad as it is, it doesn't matter as much for him as it does the Kid, in my opinion. I'm sure if Blackbeard is on his way to Egghead right now, he bodied Law, but I at least saw Law land a hit on Blackbeard and whatnot with his like room, K room, R room, room, boom, bada zing. He did something. Kid had pretty strong conquerors. He took on a respectable Big Mom. Does he have strong conquerors? What has he done with conquerors hockey? Real, no, like genuine question. What has he done with conquerors hockey? I haven't seen it. I just know he has it. I'm just saying. Can't wait for Luffy versus Shanks. Should be interesting if it happens. Pretty much what I said. Hockey over Devil Fruits. Or fair enough. People excuse is that Shanks makes others Yonko looks like a bum. I kind of understand wanting to hype up Shanks like this, but I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to make it this painfully one sided. I guess the idea is that it forced Shanks to get serious immediately, and Shanks had to specifically take out the Kid Pirates because Kid's damned punked railgun was going to cause catastrophic damage because he has future sight, which Kid doesn't have. So it's possible that that was Oda's way of trying to show Kid respect. It's not moving me, but I'm sure somebody. Yeah. So Kid getting one shot's hilarious. You're insane. Definitely feel that. Dorian Bogey got Linked by Candleman. The crew getting put to the bottom of the ocean by these two is disgusting. Yep, this series is ass fuck. Oda Arthur. Also, why isn't Shanks has to be a better idea? The one is piece of plans and Shanks with Blackbeard will show him strong. Dorian Bogey got a hockey bloom Naya. Go to peak. Shit. I don't think he used King's hockey on screen once. Kid has not shown a single hockey feat. Also, if you I don't know if you peep, but it'd be dope if Aokiji was on the ship so we could see Kizaru interact with him. I actually would like that. I didn't. I noticed Blackbeard pulling up too, but if Kuzan is there too, I like that. Kid hasn't knocked anyone out with Conquerors in the anime. Even a point to show him not doing it when using it. Can't wait for Goatbeard to murk that red hair bozo. Facts. Nothing really aside from the Big Mom fight, but that should give him some resistance at least. When in the Big Mom fight did he use Conqueror's hockey? But still, that had to have been Conqueror's Big Mom. When? Where and when? Tell me the part of the fight. I'll look it up right now. Like I don't recall. I just hope your dreams of Shanks getting beat with his other arm comes true. Yeah, I need Blackbeard to rip off Shanks' good arm and beat him to death with it. That's what I want. I don't want Luffy and Shanks to fight. I want Blackbeard to kill that nigga in cold blood. Pull up and Blackbeard goes, Room. Tacto. No, that's what I would do. This is why you see, I'm the goat, bro. This is what I would have him do. Cut off Shanks' other arm and then beat him with it, bro. Hockey the arm up and beat him with it. That's what I'd have happen. In all seriousness, what did you guys think of the chapter? Do you think this was well done? Because I'm sure people are thinking like, well, if Shanks is this strong, Shanks will wash anybody like this. He scared Aramaki off away from a distance with his like his like Ryatsu level, spiritual pressure type conquerors hockey and whatnot. Do you think Kid should have had a better send off if he was going to lose? Do you think it was too fast? This is what you expected because it's fucking Kid. Like I'm not entirely sure what everyone is thinking personally. I would have just liked it to be a little more entertaining, at least with Blackbeard and Kid and with Blackbeard and Law. We saw a little exchange of the crews. We saw Sachi and Penguin actually do something. They did those little water blast bullets, and then they got Blackbeard out the sky. He hit him with the thing, got him bleeding. Though Blackbeard does take damage, he's not a clean fighter who walks away from battles unscathed. But still, like that was a much better back and forth. Essentially, is what I'm saying. This wasn't that interesting to see. It was just like we're surrounded. I'm gonna use the best move that I have in my arsenal immediately. Shaggy's like, oh nah, you're done. like I don't know, man. That's not moving me personally. Meg Mom didn't use Conqueror, so that fight was massive cap anyways. I know what. Fair enough, I suppose. Black Baby will run away like a pussy again, possibly. Naya, just write One Piece. I can't take this piece of trash. I can't save. I don't know if I can save this series without completely changing the trajectory of what Oda wants to do. I can't save it, bro. Because first of all, y'all know I'm bringing Crocodile back, and Crocodile gonna be top 10. Don't let me do it. I didn't like it. Kid deserved at least some back and forth before Oda pulls that, especially with how Kid's crew started crying like lames. Also, I remember Wire and or Heat being like, "Oh, that's red hair's black leg," on the intercom, the PA system saying, "Help me!" How pathetic! And as soon as Kid and Killer went down, what did dumb niggas do? Fold like origami. They folded like a bad hand in poker. Like, come on, man. Folded like a lawn chair. I'm trying to think of more. He just, especially with like, yeah, I thought it was all right, but I never had stocks in Kid. The one shot is OD though. I don't really care. It just feels like a non-important character aside from the Blackbeard information. He's a conqueror's user. He shouldn't have gone out like that. Like on God, the problem in One Piece community is that when their favorite characters do some hype shit, they ignore the flaws of the chapter. Fair. I agree with that. I agree. Shanks dummied that little nigga, bro. He he's like I don't even know who you are. Let me read the files. Oh, hold on. That's kind of dangerous. You're done. Hey, Giants, finish them off. Hey, give me those roll poneglyphs, bitch ass nigga. Like, wow. Wow. Will Shanks and possibly back Blackbeard. Actually, could I ask you guys' an opinion on Whitebeard before I go into this? Did Whitebeard? I am talking from a power scaling standpoint. I know I'm not really the power scaler guy, but from a power scaling standpoint, are you impressed with the things that you've seen Whitebeard be able to do, whether it's a flashback or in present time when he was like 72 and really old and dying in Marineford? Like, is he a character that you think that even if you use Marineford type feats, it kind of carries over it to what we're seeing currently in the new world, or no? That um yes, yep. I already knew Kid was a bad match against Chance because he don't have hockey law versus Blackbeard. Both have OP Devil Fruits and some hockey. This was a mismatch from the get go. You think so? Feel like I feel like honestly. Okay, so similar to the Hawkins thing, the reason that the Hawkins defeat upset me the way that it did is because Hawkins has always shown me to be a cerebral character. He's not strong, he's very fragile, but he's smart. He was able to discern Law's tattoos and his ability without having to see his face. And this is not some big brain thing, but for a One Piece character, that's pretty damn smart. So it annoyed me that him understanding his own ability didn't know that like if Killer just attacked the hand that Kid didn't have, the damage would not transfer anywhere. You'd lose your arm. Like you're fucking stupid. Kid, you could control metal. How did you get a sword? How did a sword attack hit you? Magneto that shit away. Fling him in the sea. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's what pissed me off deep down in my heart. Are you kidding? It's one thing if like he did it and he flung it out and Shanks like kicked him or punched him or something, even with a hockey infused punch. I would have taken that. You're telling me you didn't think to get the literal metal item out his hand. I cannot take that seriously, bro. These niggas are fucking stupid. His power, he has one of the coolest abilities I have ever seen. And I've seen it through like Magneto and other characters, and he uses it like a complete bozo. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, bruv. Can't believe this. Oh, yes, yes. Not really aside durability wise. He's impressive, but Kizaru is more impressive though. Whitebeard is weird because Marine Force all over the place with power. Kaido says hockey rules everything. Goldie Roger. How credible do you think Kaido is? I'm not saying Kaido's wrong. I'm not saying I disagree with Kaido, but how credible do you think he is with that? Because Kaido in the dirt. Kaido dead. He melted in lava. Off topic, who you got winning the Champions League? I would like Napoli to win. I wanted PSG to win. Actually, not really. Honestly, my best answer for you is I just don't want Bayern Munich to win. I don't. I fucking hate Bayern. I don't want them to win. That's the only. That's really. But my picks were going to be like basically PSG or Frankfurt. But then Kolo Muani got that bullshit red card against Napoli. I'm like, well, they're playing really well too in the city, so they're gonna go all the way. But Napoli and or probably Bayern. But if Bayern wins, I'll be fucking sick. You can't pay attention to practicality of abilities when it comes to One Piece. You're not wrong, but damn it, magnetism is such like I've seen Oda take abilities that I think are like in concept pretty lame and use them in imaginative ways. You finally have an ability that's already dope. And what do you have Kid do? Kids. What is Kid to me is a metallic Green Lantern. He just creates constructs out of metal that aren't particularly that sturdy because it's not like he's reinforcing them in like coding it in conquer in hockeys or something like that. He's just taking the randomest scraps of metal. It's not even like again. This is a personal thing that I thought about. So Oda not doing this doesn't make him trash or whatever. It's just something that I thought about. But I was wondering. He usually has junk and scrap metal, and he always says that. So I'm like, if you have like I don't know. Let's say it's the One Piece equivalent to like Uru, metal, adamantium, adamantium, Wakandan vibranium, or Antarctic vibranium or something like a strong metal. Does that make his constructs just naturally more durable and better? But the fact I always wonder like is it the fact that he's always using just whatever junk surround him weakens the structural integrity of his constructs? All he does is make shit like a Green Lantern and then like fling it at you. It's not very creative. It's not very dope. I just, I don't know, man. I'm not mad. Yeah, it's probably be Napoli and Man City in the finals. Oh yeah, City. I wouldn't be mad if City won. Only thing that will suck if City wins is that a lot, the Mbappe or Holland thing gets more serious, I guess, because most people don't think Holland will be able to compete on the international stage with Norway. But I don't mind if it's that though. I don't mind. Um, Not bad for the KDB agenda. Mia. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll speak for myself on this. I'm not gonna like yell at Oda or yell at the community at this, but when I think about in totality from top to bottom, that Oda created the other supernovas on a whim. Law got popular on a whim, so he used it more often. Kid was the only one he had in mind. Kid had a higher bounty than Luffy after winning the NES lobbies. The power of magnetism, the fact that him and Luffy were in Wano together, the fact that Killer was a supernova, and this was the plan from the get go. I don't know how you look at what has happened with Kid and not be disappointed. Especially if you're a Kid fan. I don't get how you're. I understand if you don't have Kid stocks, that's fine. I'm not a Kid fan. Never really liked him in that. I want him to be cool and raw. All I needed Kid to be was powerful. Honestly, that's all I need. That's all. If Kid was a lame character, but he was strong, I'll take it. He's not an interesting character. His character design is whatever. His power is cool, but he doesn't use it well. And he just talks shit and he loses. And it's just like, what am I supposed to do with this? It's no bueno, no bene. Why do I think Blackbeard's pulling up? There's something about Vegapunk's knowledge, or maybe something related to O'Hara that he wants. I think, and maybe he thinks it's an opportune moment because maybe Luffy's there. I'm not sure. He might be knowledgeable enough to know if maybe if Kid is on his trajectory to Elbath, and Law came to him, or Law and or maybe a Kid and or maybe Luffy are going towards Egghead. That's my best guess. I don't know. Gold Roger no Devil Fruit, and you just saw Shanks. Yeah, but that's like not a definitive. Like, I hear what you're saying. Bonjour, mon cœur. Comment ça va? Like, I hear you. I'm not saying you're wrong with the hockey thing. I'm not telling you that you're wrong. What I'm saying is, a lot of times people take statements from certain characters as a definitive statement without calling into question the credibility of that character. I'm gonna give you a one piece example, a non one piece example. People in East Blue didn't even know devil fruits are real. So if we go like, oh well, the mayor of Orangetown said devil fruits are just a supernatural mystery, are you going to take his word seriously? That nigga has never left his island. What the hell does he know? You see what I'm saying? Kaiki from the Monogatari series is a con man, a con artist. That is what he does. To the point that when one of the arcs in Monogatari are being told, it's from his perspective, and he even tells you should take what I say with a grain of salt because I'm a liar. You have to understand that. I'm not calling Kaido a non-credible person to say this, because he's looking at the tippity top strongest people that he's seen, Roger being one of them, who had no devil fruit when he conquered the ocean. So he's saying it's hockey over everything. That makes sense. But I don't necessarily think I have to. I am not forced to agree with that, because if you're a very high competent devil fruit user and you integrate that with hockey, why would that not be better? It's not nonsensical. It's not impossible that you could be so good at hockey you could make a devil fruit user seem completely incompetent. I'm not saying that, but that's not a definitive statement that I'm taking as it's hockey over everything all the time every day. No, prove that to me. More and more and more and more and more. Keep proving that to me. Did Luffy beat Kaido because of hockey? I don't think so. I think he beat him because of devil fruit evolved. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Also, Kid could have gotten up last week like OT and then crushed, maybe. Now, I'm interested in your thoughts. What's the limit of the number of powers you would give Blackbeard as an author? Three. Three devil fruit abilities. Personally, I'll give him what he could. I've always would have done this, but this is me. I would have given him what is the strongest, whatever Blackbeard perceives as the strongest Zoan ability. Give them that. He has what he believes is the strongest Logia already. Um, in the Yami Yami no Mi, then give him the strongest Paramecia Guruguru no Mi. I'd keep it at three personally. That's what I would do. So, did wait a minute? Did my thing just lock me out? Am I logged out? Am I logged out of my Twitch? Why did it not let me use my own email? Hello? Oh, there we go. There you go. So yeah, that's my answer. I'd give him three. I kind of like the reason why I would have personally said, like, with me, I maybe would like Kaido Blackberry to get maybe Kaido's fruit, not Kaido's fruit, but I always thought Marco's, is because it could somewhat negate his mobility issues because he's a fat motherfucker. Blackbeard's always been interesting to me because I don't think he dodges any attack that comes towards him. He just has to take that shit and go, ah, oh, and then get back up and then hit you with something harder. He's on his random gimmick from fucking Tower of God. You know where Machete was like, Machete is like, you don't try to dodge it. You take the hit and you hit him with something harder. That's how Blackbeard kind of fights, which I always found very, very entertaining. But he's slow. Maybe with the power of the flight of the Phoenix and aerial mobility and being able to be in the sky, an airborne combatant, it can subset the fact that he's a fat motherfucker who can't dodge shit, and he can heal from a lot of the 2 times damage he's gonna take from his opponents. So I always thought Marco's fruit made sense for him, but he probably has other plans. Your no wait. People take character statements seriously. I always use the example of Madara said my Susanoo can cut anything in the universe. By him saying that doesn't mean he can literally cut anything in the universe like stars or planets. Yeah. That's a character who's very powerful, who is extremely confident based on their experience and the battles they've won, basically showboating how confident they are. My Susanoo could cut through anything. Have you tried to cut through everything? Because obviously you don't know that for a fact. But it's basically saying there's nothing you guys can put up that I can't cut through. Absolutely, that's a good example. Oh, they dropped it. I'm gonna look at it right now. See if it's any clearer. Let's look at it right now. TCB just dropped it. We could have waited. We could have waited. It's fine though. TCB scans because damn scans is all as ass boy. Also, yeah, it helps with double damage. Also, Logia plus hockey has to be better unless there's a grave hockey difference. Yes, Blackbird seems to have plenty to make up for taking hits. I agree. Come on. I bet you everyone's trying to go on it, so it's gonna crash. It's not gonna load. Oh, they changed the layout here. I don't see it. Am I blind? Someone DM me that link. I don't know why I don't see it. Uh, the same technique never works twice on a saint. Ah, right, right. Yo, characters just be talking shit sometimes. Like you can't always take everything they say that at face value. It's 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 it's. I'm gonna have to make a video on the concept of dramatic irony and the knowledge that the reader has in opposition to what the information that certain characters in the actual narrative have in real time. I might have to talk about that in great detail in my like little like paperwork general series where I talk about story elements and story and writing conventions. So might do that. I guess go to Shonen. Maybe go to Shonen. I'll get it. Oh my god, load, you piece of shit, motherfucker. I feel like everyone's trying to read it right now. Is probably why. Maybe if I go to their Twitter page, I'll find it. TCB scans. Don't. Oh, there we go. He says link to the chapters in our bio. Is that this? No, it's not. Where's the you lying cunt? Fucking bio. TCB got pressed by OP scans to rush for fuck's sake. Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Are the scans still ass? The scans are still bad. Well, I see some. I see. Oh, they said W quality. I see the divine departure and. By the way, real quick, divine departure. I can speak. That's the move that we saw Gold Roger use against Odin, right? On Wano. Well, not on Wano. I'm sorry, but when that showed happening. Do you think Oda actually has plans for a kid past this point in the story? I don't think so. It, what could he do? Like, what could he do at this point? But like, I'm being so honest. Like, what role could Kid have to play? There you go. There you go. Emperor's Crew. Let me see if there's any clearer. Yes. Oh my God, this is much better. Well, it's better. I'm not going crazy. Not much better. I wonder if it's just the way they scanned it. But you might be right. They might have been pressed by One Piece. Oh, it's a break next week. I didn't notice that before. But this is a little more clear to me. Shanks stole Roger's flow. It's the same thing. One Piece fans taking a statement. Luffy could do anything with his imagination, thinking he has the true cartoon powers. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, okay, yes, Roger's move. Okay. I just want to see if there's any. I'm gonna just go through dialogue real quick. See a bit of a pickle. The real government's after Stella. They're looking for me to eliminate V2. Luckily, I have a contingency plan to hit outside this. For starters, I want to get away with the pesty. You can understood. When you guys go rogue, I will trigger the who done it. Do done it investigation. If my blog is called, I will stand a chance in the fight, so make sure they don't catch me. At Snake, I want you to get me from everybody. Understood. Be sure they're free when no one's looking. One more thing: is area allowed? I don't want to do damage. Okay, then the hunt begin. Okay, so yeah, here it's much clearer that this is Boa Hancock flying through the air, not Gear Second, I think. Crumble, everyone on the ships. We're out of here. Red. Why are the kid pirates splashing about here? Have you come for a beloved chief? I won't ribbit myself again. You're not going to see him, so just hop off. Trust to the captain to get tongue tied. He called it padded toe Gerotini. I know Gero means rabbit. He speaks the truth. Fugar Mogo grabs your dentures. You icky pleb. I hate your guts. Is it a Tantata? I don't know if I noticed. Is it a Tantata? Princess of the Bourgeoisie Pirates. Panicky Piruru. I think she's a Tantata. She kind of looks like Princess Manchelli. What the fuck her name is? She kind of looks like one. What the hell? These jokers really with the red hair pirates? It's supposed to be a new world, isn't it? They've got some big names with them. Don't lower your guard. Don't worry. Never pull my punches. Tell them to retreat. What are you saying, Chief? You want them to finger the I preach 10 minutes about man. Then you know, Chief, when met up. We only just met up. So he said he only just met up. He made it seem like he just met him for the first time on this one. I was just stopping by. I lost track of time, and the big shot showed up. Now I'm gonna deal with them, get these ships, and move on open path. The real reason you have to deal with him is because the fleets are notoriously weak. I'm not supposed to say it. Yeah, you're supposed to say it out loud. A bunch of us wouldn't have lived this long if it weren't for your flag's protection. The only enemy to worry about is Father Time Ori, Granny Time, Father Time, Granny Ori. Aren't you cheeky? Don't sweat it, Cap Chief. We can handle this. You shouldn't underestimate the growth of these youngsters. His head is worth 3 billion after all. Still, he has had enough time. Still, has he had enough time to heal since he was on Wano? He looks lively enough. He seems up for a fight. Guess it's fine. I wonder if anyone's gonna use that line as an excuse, being like, "What if he wasn't fully healed?" I don't want to hear it. And he was on Blackbeard. Nope. I was gonna, and I'll show you. He's gonna show his face. We've got some info on Captain Kidd though. He's from South Blue. He's sure done a lot of rampaging to make it this far. See, this one makes it sound a little different, but he had no knowledge on this little nigga. Like he did not like Kidd was not a priority or a threat or anything that was in his way in any meaningful capacity, which is interesting. 9. There are plenty of faces I recognize from the bounties on them. I don't give a damn. I'll blast them down to the ocean floor and fuck his flags. He's about to do some serious damage. Sounds like you've seen a hell of a future. As expected. Whoa, what the hell is that? Some sort of massive cannon? Is it just me or are we getting pulled in? Oh, that's interesting. Oh no, I think I'm gonna do the they were also being pulled towards him. This is bad. What's going on, Chief? Get all the ships to us to the side now. Dory and Bragi get in position. It's about time. Red hair, divine departure. And then yeah. The fact that some of his crew got knocked out too, man, damn. So yeah, he cuts through he cuts through the structure of the railgun and it's a Kid. And it looks like Kid maybe made a bigger one than per usual. Then it blew up and Kid dropped. Wah wah tap 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 tap. Even Killer got caught in. He was trying to help. The captain's not moving. Is he going to die? Red hair, we surrender. Please have mercy. Don't kill our captain here. Take them. Our load pornoglyphs. Hey, Chief, look over here. Wait, something is happening on the island? Hey, little people, if you're going to put a cannon at someone's soul, you better be ready to when they fire back. Ga ba 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 ba. Ga 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 ga. Hakoku sovereignty and they, yeah. The on this day, the new Royal Elbaf, the Kid pirate crew led by youth Captain Kid, a band versus 3 billion bear completely eradicated. If he's dead, would you guys care? Would you care if he was dead? Like legitimately just gone, like packed up, like they sink to the ocean and that is the end of the kid's story. Would you guys care? The only thing is that would be kind of trash. Like I would argue that his involvement in the story of One Piece was kind of mid. Like they shouldn't have bothered. Yeah, I saw made sure no excuses for agenda piece. I'd be disappointed. I'd be disappointed. I would feel like my time was so wasted. That much I could understand. That makes perfect sense to me. This kid sucks, bro. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't know if I would care, but I'd be disappointed. I think it was a waste of time designing him and having his original intention to be a character that kind of rivals Luffy in the same age group and generation and being the same, maybe being pirates for a similar amount of years. So I guess I have this one thing that I'm worried that One Piece is starting to do and is going to do because it was one of my biggest problems with listen. It's no secret that like I'm not even as high in part one as Naruto as other people are. I do think it's the best part of Naruto. I think the Chunin exams to like fighting Gar, the Gara shit, is the best part of Naruto. I'm not too interested in like the Shippuden era, and I think the story goes to complete shit after the Pain Saga or Pain arc. I don't think the Five Kage Summit and beyond is anything is good there. I don't like it, but I would argue one of the biggest problems Kishimoto did was to prop up the strength and the potential, the latent talent of Naruto and Sasuke. They downplayed everybody else. Everyone else had to look extra pathetic to prop them up. And I wonder if he's gonna do something similar with Luffy here to make like Law and Kid look kind of pathetic, and that's why Luffy was picked as the emperor over them and stuff like that. to make Luffy look better, and I do not think that's necessary to show how much a character shines. Marvel used to do this a lot back when I used to care and read it and watch it. I call it I used to call it like using Thor as the fall guy. If you don't know this, Thor is actually stupidly immensely powerful in the Marvel universe. He's not the strongest character in Marvel, but he's very powerful as an Asgardian, as an Asgardian, and as half Elder God. And his mother coming from like these special classes of witches or whatever. I can't remember everything off the top of my head right now. He's very powerful, and he has versions of him and are even stronger than what we usually see. But a lot of times, to show that another character is really powerful, they have Thor lose to them. Like, oh, the Hulk beat Thor. Oh, what are we gonna do? No, Thanos beat Thor. What are we gonna do? Like, and to me, that's the laziest way to show me that someone's a threat. I hate that. It's garbage. It's also the reason why. Listen, I have no horse in this race when it comes to like Jordan versus LeBron. I don't care what people think. I think it's Jordan. You could think otherwise. More power to you. But what I've never liked is when people lie and omit things in order to prop up their candidate, so to speak. You put everything on paper, the good, the bad, the awful, and everything in between, the mediocre, and you compare resumes. You don't omit anything. That's how I know you have full confidence. You don't hide from the Dallas series, the shitty ass Dallas series that fucking LeBron had where he shat the fucking bed. But you still think he's better than Jordan despite having that meltdown. That to me showcases you actually believe that that character or that person is better or whatever. But anyways, I would laugh honestly, but that sucks. But whatever, he's just Oda punching bag at this point. I wouldn't be disappointed, but I wouldn't care. I hate fluff when it comes to forced rivalries. Don't say it. Naruto's the best out of the big three. Definitely isn't. Dream, you can't fool me. I'm not Dream. I can tell you my real name. I guess Shikamaru was the law there, but true. Um, don't care about your real name, Dream. I've always seen One Piece taking that route, but it felt different because of Luffy's subordinate, so I held out hope. I agree with that. And he rivals the Hulk, and Hulk is super powerful. Yes, well, Hulk is like broken, even more broken, and he's just physical for the most part. But yeah, Thor and Hulk used to job all the time. I remember Ultimate Cap threw hands with the Hulk. Yep. I remember Kareem missing the playoffs twice in his peak. Don't hide it. Or even with Jordan. I don't use that like, oh, he played baseball. I don't care. He laced his shoes up. He came back with that 4-5, not playing the 4-5, and then lost it to Penny and Shaq. I don't hide from you don't omit that. Kobe Bryant's my favorite player, but I didn't act like he's the reason they lost to Detroit. He was tired of being Shaq's little brother, and he wanted to get the Finals MVP, and he shot them out the game. I don't hide from this shit. All the trust he built up in the 2008 season with his team, he lost that trust in the finals against Boston. He got his revenge 2 years later, but why lie? Just be honest. There's no reason to lie. Be authentic. So I would like to see Law and Kid have a proper showcase, show all the things they can do, show how they've grown. The fact that they just beat an emperor, but maybe they weren't ready for the likes of a Shanks or a Blackbeard, whether it's because Shanks is way stronger or Blackbeard is a different type of opponent, a different type of combatant, and still have Luffy like be what he is. Don't downscale them to prop Luffy up. I just don't like that. I asked my English teacher who was stronger, Goku or Superman. He said Goku. I asked have you read any comics, and she said no. Yeah. So this is why see this shit like that. I can't take that seriously. Now I honestly think post time One Piece is the worst than post time in Naruto. I don't agree with that, but that's your opinion. You're allowed to think that. Who cares what I think? You don't have to agree with me. I don't have any love for Naruto. I'm pretty like in the middle of Bleach, but Naruto I don't even have like nostalgia for it. I just don't care about it. I would agree Goku should be stronger than Suits, but Dragon Ball gets so much power creep. How could Suits stand a chance? Because Superman is just generally stronger. Superman doesn't need 100,000 different forms to showcase how strong he is. You guys don't really understand how powerful Superman is, and that's okay. I don't care if you want Goku to be stronger, but it's fine. um, what the fuck was I gonna say? You guys know that like as much as I give the One Piece community a bunch of shit for constantly harping on combat and power scaling, high deep, low deep, mid deep, low deep, right? But I've always said that it's disingenuous to not talk about it, especially in a series where might makes right. A lot of conflicts are solved by fisticuffs. The strongest person dictates the terms, right? So you need to have some sort of internal consistency and a progression that makes sense. I don't think One Piece has that anymore. I think it's completely out the water for the most part. One Piece is kind of like Tower of God. I just kind of have to look at what happens in hindsight and try to discern if I believe what's happening made sense or did not make sense. So, but I'm still on the fact that I'm like I saw a kid take insane amounts of punishment and get back up, and I don't know if Shanks hitting him once made sense to me unless unless he literally cuts him in half. Does that make sense? I felt the same way with Killer and Zoro taking each other out. I'm like Zoro. No, nothing happened. You're telling me that one cut had you like that? I don't believe it. Like oh. Superman once destroyed reality with the punch. Well, there's the Golden Age Superman is even super ridiculous, but it's just people don't like Superman. People don't understand Superman's stories, and people don't really know what he can do and where his powers and the weaknesses come from. So it's just not a conversation I care to engage in with most people because they don't read comic books. So it's just a waste of my time. I don't like having half arguments where it's like someone's like Naruto is better than Bleach, and I'm like, have you watched the Red Bleach? No, I'm not having that conversation with you. Leave me alone. Also, Naya, I wanted your opinion. I heard someone say Neymar had a top 5 potential, but ended up being top 15. Does this seem right to you? I think Neymar gets more flack than he deserves. He's a really good player. In my opinion, I'm not a Neymar fan by any stretch of imagination, but he was one of the greatest wonderkins that I had seen personally when he was on his rise. And he was really good at Santos. Oh, was he at Santos? Wherever he was in Brazil, he was really good there. That inner futsal league he was in there, he was really good there. And when he was playing with Suarez and Messi, I thought he was very good. It's just that he's pretty injury prone. He flops a lot, and I don't think he's done much with PSG. So I get it, but I wouldn't put it. I think he's kind of like top 25, top 20. I think about it. I haven't made my football list of all players yet because I care about defense and other positions too. But that's not the craziest thing that I've heard. But I don't rag on Neymar the way other people do. Okay, it depends on which Superman. Yes, that also matters. Which Superman are we using? That does matter. But yeah, people understand Goku doesn't have physical strength to beat Superman. Supes has so much power and strength. Now you need to watch Puss in Boots, the Last Wish. Is that the one with the fox, with the wolf? I've heard good things about that movie. I will watch. I'm not a big Shrek guy like that, but I actually do plan on watching it. It looks fun. It looks like a good movie. I'll peep it. I've seen the one scene where like the wolf is talking to Puss in Boots or whatever the cat's name is. His name Puss. I don't know. His name Boots. Um, and he like pulls out his like sickles. That was pretty cool. That was cool. So I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot. I wanted to watch it though. I was planning on seeing it. But yeah. But I think part of the reason though that like listen, I don't really like too much going into great detail of like inter series power scaling like that. I've lost my taste for it over the years. I ain't set the programmer. I said that and forgot. I just forgot about the controversy. I'm definitely not set the programmer. I'm fucking normal. I'm a normal ass nigga. But I've had Goku versus Superman debates ad nauseum from like 2008 to 2013. I just lost my taste for it. And even Screw Attack Death Battle, like even though they got so much shit wrong, them just being like, see, even with all this, basically anytime Goku gets a new form, people are like, can it be Superman? And it's like, get a life. Who cares? Why do you care so much? It's so weird. It's just a weird thing to me. And I always say, Saiyans can't even breathe in space. They're not raw. They're not as raw as you think. Goku and Vegeta are like the pinnacle. I guess no, like the pinnacle of their species. Saiyans are not that raw, dog. I promise you. Them fucking monkeys deserve to get wiped out by a goddamn Frieza. For me, it's One Piece power scale broke when Luffy fought Katakuri. I've heard it a lot because people think that he took too much damage in that battle too against Katakuri, based on what we had seen before. I'm not sure I 100% agree because I still think Luffy's the most tenacious character in the series with the most vitality. But I get it. I get it. After that, Bozo, yeah, you seem like a guy who would rate Cruyff high. I would. Johan Cruyff, total football. I love that guy. I would. Obviously, I never got to see him play. I think I got to see him be a manager a little bit, but he's up there, man. Cruyff is up there. I think he's kind of in that Zidane, Zizou kind of tier maybe because I don't think Zizou's a real GOAT candidate. Unfortunately, like how some people think I don't think he is, but I think he's at like that like almost like one tier under it. So, but I'm working on the list. I got like 20 players written down. I haven't ordered. I only ordered like 5 of them, but yeah. Off topic, which club do you think Mbappe will land in the future? I honestly do think he needs to get out of Liga. He's already won everything I think you could win in France domestically from the Coupe. I think he's won the Coupe de France. Maybe I'm wrong about that one, but I know PSG has pretty much won Liga titles like for the last 10. I know. I think Lille or Monaco or something. Some team won once recently, but he didn't he want to go to Real Madrid? I'm sure at some point they're gonna probably want to replace Benzema. I don't know. So Madrid's a possibility. For some reason, I wanted to go to the EPL, to the English Premier League. I don't know what team though, but I'm not sure. I don't have a good answer for you. Like I only have an answer of like because I kind of see him as just almost somewhat weird. Sometimes like a weird second coming of Thierry Henry. Arsenal would be interesting. Be, do I have an invincible season? I don't know, but that's a good question. Let me think about that though. Power scaling anime sucks. People try to make sense, but they can't. I think that is the truest thing I've ever heard. I think it's very rarely, it's seldomly that like Eastern storytelling that comes from like your webtoons and graphic novels, your manga, your manhwa, manhue, whatever, danhua. I don't think they care about power scaling like that. Like they just want shit to be cool and look awesome and have a sense of flair and spectacle. So I kind of agree with that. I don't like we try to make sense out of it and we force and we rationalize to try to make it make sense. But I don't think that it necessarily does. Um I think lots of series are like that. Dragon Ball is one of them. They just do whatever they want. So that's life. I think comic books are just as bad when talking about the big two specifically. But the thing about that is there's so many versions of all of these characters and heroes on top of the fact that there's different creative teams doing it so people have different visions. To me that's a little more forgivable and it makes more sense in a lot of ways, but creative teams who do their own independent comics who have most conflicts solved by combat are I personally think have a much better grounded power scaling system that tends to stay consistent more often does it based off what I've read. I obviously haven't read every indie comic book in the world, but I read a lot. I was reading some book today. I was reading Night Eaters today by my dynamic duo, Marjorie Leo and Sana Takeda. Goats. What are some things you want Kid to do with his power like Magneto can do? I didn't need him to do things that because Magneto can choke. Like, let's say I'm wearing a chain on my neck, and I'm in Toronto and Magneto's in New York. Magneto can choke the shit out of me. Magneto can manipulate the electromagnetic spectrum as well, right? Because magnetism extends beyond simply just metals and whatnot. And you have versions of characters who can do things like if you have iron or high iron in your blood, you can extract the iron, things of that nature. And there's some like space field that we have that's like magnetic, and Magneto can pull meteors from the atmosphere. I would have been pretty okay if Kid did this. I still wondered about the varying types of metal. Would that make his construct stronger? I think he should have reinforced the things he's building with hockey. That would have been nothing to see. But personally, if you asked me, I kind of wanted him to have an Iron Man suit. You know, he has Punk Gibson or whatever, the cockpit, cockpit. What did I say? Cockpit. If he had a sleeker version of that he can just kind of put around his body, almost like Iron Man armor, even if that means his movement is kind of weirdly limited the way Bound Man is when Luffy has to bounce around, that he has to repel and propel himself with magnetism and stuff like that. Like I thought that would be something would be kind of cool, but also just a manipulated electromagnetic spectrum would have been fine. and just being generally smarter with his abilities instead of just like I have a bunch of metal. I'm gonna make big arm metal punch. I'm like, this shit is so ass. The coolest thing that he did was with his awakening. I like the SN, the polarity, the north and the south polarity. That he got Big Mom stuck to the thing. That was the coolest thing I think he did with his ability. I like that. That was dope. So yeah. Um, the current thoughts on fellow Canadian Alfonso Davies. Him and Jonathan Davis are doing their thing. Unfortunately, Davies plays for Bayern Munich, which I refuse to support. So he can die. I'm joking. He can't die. Don't die. We need you on Canada's national team, but I don't support him on Bayern. I support him when he plays for the national team. I like Davies though. I like him. Jonathan Davis doing his thing, and I think Liga he's doing his thing. Some Canadians are a little bit on the map. I don't know Magneto also just wants you to go into more detail. Oh, okay. So yeah, Magneto he does have some technology on him that helps him do things like his helmet protects him from mind reading, stuff like that. But he is the master of magnetism where he can just blast you with electromagnetic waves. Like stuff like that. Like and then his meta manipulation is very good and he can do it from extreme distances as well. So like I told you, he could kill you from a city over if he could because he can feel the metal from that far. I know you hate Naruto, but I always felt the power scaling was done decently or made sense. I don't agree with that. It's hard for me to agree with when you think about the last arc. Personally speaking, um, what is meant to my stream on my computer on my phone? Why did I lost the comment section? That's crazy. Now I gotta come here on here and look at this so I can see what you guys were saying. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a second. There we go. Yo, that's crazy. I'm looking at my thing in the side right here. Jay has more people live than Shofu does. And Shofu's playing Pokemon. Wow. Shout out to JD Legend, man. That's crazy. What the fuck was I looking at? If he doesn't use them as projectiles, you make him Iron Man. In the beginning, Kishi did well, but in the end, his scaling was way above what you had seen before. Yeah, he also broke the glass ceiling a couple times too, which I'm not a fan of. But you know, Nye, I know you said you don't know how to judge keepers, but do you think you'd have any in your top 30? Yes, I would. I have a couple in mind. I have like four in mind. I've come to say, fuck kid, look at the goat Yonko. Why I don't like Bayern? Because Bayern is an evil in Germany that needs to be defeated. Every time Borussia Dortmund is challenging them and about to win, I love it because they take all the best players in the Bundesliga, and they just usurp them. They have the most money there. I just don't like it. It's like PSG. PSG has the fucking oil, like Qatar money. It just I don't respect it. I don't rate it. I don't think the competition is fair in that sense. So I'm not a fan of how they dominate Germany like that. I've never liked Bayern really. There's players on Bayern that I like though. At the same time, he has to freaking make Buggy a Yonko. Why? Well, is he using money to buy up coin? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. This older guy, man. Interesting feller. Interesting feller. Did I miss anything here? Using calcs to power skill is done because you will find way more inconsistent character strength and power. And I think Luffy stretched like 10k in 50 seconds is beyond light speed. I feel like it was just enhanced how Sukuna made Megami abilities enhance bigger. Hmm. Ege and Togashi the only one who think about their scaling. Well, those guys also went a smarter route where they didn't make some series are smart enough from the get go to introduce the concept of like just because you're bigger, stronger, and faster than the other person doesn't mean you'll win. Somebody who could only control milk could defeat you if you don't take them as a serious threat. So that's when the tactics and the strategy are a little bit more important than literally how powerful you are. JoJo does this pretty well as well. Just because you have a really strong stand doesn't mean you can lose to something like a fucking rat with a gun that like melts your flesh if you're not careful. And that tends to be my preference in terms of how we power scale. I don't necessarily I don't believe the stronger person always wins every fight. and that's true of life as well. We have seen whatnot. Just because you're the stronger fighter doesn't mean you're always the better fighter. And sometimes somebody comes in with a better strategy than you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Tagashi even thinks about scaling per se. He gave himself an out and conditions and OP abilities mostly. Someone who can only control milk reminded me of the video Calcium Wrath. I never seen that. That's why I love JoJo because Jotaro can stop time. Doesn't mean weaker stance can't beat him. Precisely. Precisely. That's exactly what I'm saying. JoJo is, in my opinion, one of the most battle mangas because that's really a battle manga. All they do is fight other stand users or whatnot, or I would say Hamon users, but like creatures of the night. But Raki's not perfect. It's not he hasn't faltered and slipped. He has some duds, but for the most part, I like that. I like how he handles it. Imagine having time abilities and losing to a rat. That's someone's goat. He's one of my goats. It reminds me of the guy from the Misfit series, Scary. But I can't think of any like nationality, ethnicity, or part of the world that does power scaling better than the other. But I have a high level of respect for creative teams that try to keep things consistent and progressing at a decent rate, so that when we see something, we're not immediately like, oh, that didn't make any sense. Misfits. The only reason you can't want lactose intolerant. Can't wait for the stand fights in part 9, especially how Jodio ability is. Yeah, he doesn't have a humanoid punching ghost. This should be super interesting to see. Cause like, what the hell are you about to do? Are the auras gonna come from him splashing water or raindrops? We'll see. November rain. I gotta see those guys are able to talk tomorrow or Friday about thing. I have to ask him like sooner rather than later. But that's why sometimes I generally like I am okay with series with no supernatural abilities, because then I don't have to worry about the type of thing. Even if it's like like it's like grounded in reality plus. You know what I mean by plus? Like they take a little more punishment than they can take, and sometimes someone could like punch somebody off the ground, but they're not getting hit through 45 buildings and getting up. So that's why I think it's just a better avenue because you don't have to deal with all these levels of inconsistency. So bro, about to start dropping tornadoes out of nowhere. And he's at curls. Curls is exactly what I was thinking of. That's funny. That's exactly what I was thinking of. He knows. He knows. He knows ball, as the kids say. I think okay. I think next Friday I'll actually do the Wano discussion. I feel like complaining, so I'll tag some creators. I don't know who's gonna show up. You guys know they don't like me. They always forget about me or oh yo I forgot bro. So I'll just tag them all and see if they all come. But we'll finish off the ranking the One Piece series for the time being by talking about Wano and Egghead. We'll see who I can get, and then we'll do that. I'll try to have them set up for next Friday. So yeah, might be a while. Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days is really good. I gotta catch up to Sakamoto Days. I definitely gotta catch up to, and I also gotta catch up to Kaiju number 8 and Masho. I'll check my Steam. I'll check my Steam after the stream. I'll check it after the stream. I want Dritz want a video. When's that coming? I actually don't know. I'm going to invite Jay. I'm going to invite Jay. I know you like. I know you like. I know you like Naya. I know you Naya like Dio no Jonathan's mind. That's a crazy fucking line. Also, the catch number 8 one days. Yeah, I'm so like. There's so much going on in life, bro. Like, I respect people's dedication to all these things, but I usually need like a time or a week to catch up on shit that I don't have time for. Especially with 3 jobs, man. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. So, but yeah, man, kid's a loser. He's a fucking bozo. Order to not do anything interesting with this nigga at all in any capacity, and I feel like he wasted everyone's time. Law had a better showcase. Do you guys think that these guys appear in the end in the final war to help Luffy or some shit? I don't know. I'm so tired. Like, just I'm ready to be done with One Piece. I think low key. Like, let's wrap this up within the next 6 years. Let's wrap it up, bro. I'm tired. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Oh, it's unfortunate. I guess Shanks is that nigga though. What can I say? Is this how Mihawk's gonna treat Zoro? One Piece was a waste of time. One Piece peaked at Marineford. I don't think Marinefort's the peak, but I get why people say that. Kid just better go off into the sunset and just live with that L. Should he retire like Bellamy and start drawing Jolly Rogers of flags? That's the path for him. Draw Jolly Rogers of flags. I have more faith in Shanks than his creator. Also, Law didn't pitch with Blackbeard, so smarter too. Why Oda couldn't just have Kid live in insignificance? Can't wait when we find out One Piece is and it's about the journey. Well, that I don't. That's the one thing I know is like that's the One Piece joke that I don't think I don't. I don't. That's not funny. I just know. I know the One Piece is a real thing. It's not like it's the friends you made along the way. I know it's not that, but I think there was for 10 years in counting. There was a hubris in me that Oda was just leagues ahead of the likes of like a Masashi Kishimoto, of a Taite Kubo, in terms of what they had showed me at the time. I'm like, why would I believe this series would falter like theirs did? When ultimately deep in my heart and deep in my brain, I always knew that long running series like this more often than not falter in the end or get shaky in the latter half. They don't live up to the quality and standards that they set earlier. And if they were on a good trajectory, they try to in a shallow way, in a hollow way, recapture former glory. If that makes sense. It's part of the reason why I'm a big fan of the slow start, the Ivy drip storytelling, where you incrementally go on a crescendo upwards to the summit, to the mountain summit, instead of be like, page one, explosion, ultimate slash, planet exploded. Oh my goodness! And then like now you set a standard. You have to keep that level of hype up through the whole fucking story. That's why I'm cool. Like yo, chill out. Start with like I have the power of one rock. Now I have the power of two rocks. Like you can build up that way. It doesn't bother me. So yeah. So yeah. Well, definitely riding the bench like Ibra. The One Piece is me or Nami's titties. I honestly hope Kid has to get a BA with his crew to be happy. Oh, go to the bar. I feel like Cyclone did that fairly well, to be honest. Yeah. So yeah, that's why when people are like, oh, it starts slow. I'm like, that's actually music to my ears. That's not a bad thing to me. When someone tells me something has a slow start, my ears perk up like, oh, took their time. I like that. Not to say a slow start's inherently good. I'm not saying that. There's tons of stories that start off pretty exciting with a bang that are really good. It's just not everything's sustainable. You have to do what is sustainable. Even like if you're like dating somebody, right? And you're going crazy in like the talking phase or early months in your relationship, you taking her to fucking Saudi Arabia and Italy and Greece, and you're bringing flowers every day, and in month 6 you stop doing that shit. Like don't put in a level of effort you can't sustain. And I don't think that Oda can sustain this. I actually have one more thing that I want to say about One Piece, and I don't know if this is a hot take or a cold take. You guys tell me what you think. But in retrospect and hindsight, or at least how I see it at this point, because I've actually low key been rewatching and rereading a little bit of older stuff in One Piece, just kind of here and there when I'm at work. Um, except for the fights that I really enjoy, maybe like the top 6 fights. One Piece is not good fights, bro. One Piece is not good combat. I mean that. I'm not saying the combat isn't like emotional. It doesn't tie in with stakes and tension at least earlier, but I don't I don't think One Piece really has good fights from top to bottom. As a bottom manga, I couldn't be like One Piece has sick fights, bro. Like that's not a thing that I would say if I was referencing the One Piece. Like I would basically tell you like you're gonna see like clashes and skirmishes and off screening and whatnot, but they don't really fight like that. And when they do, it's still really not that great. I don't know if I agree for the beginning because pre time skip has a lot of good ones, but definitely post time skip. I don't know, dog. I'm tired. But the ones that are good are really good. I still think the best one is Rob Lucci versus Luffy. That's a really good fight. Azoro versus Das Bones is really good. Kaku versus Zoro is really good. Sanji versus Jabber. I like Katakuri versus Luffy. Like a lot of them are good, but it's like 40%, if even. And if 40% is not high enough for me to be like One Piece has excellent combat from top to bottom. Like nah, it's good, average at mediocre at best. If I'm being nice. So yeah. I First of all, I already tried Chainsaw Man. I did this on stream. Why do you guys act brand new? I was on stream trying this manga. It didn't move me. I don't care about it. I'm not watching. I'm not watching. I don't like it. I'm tired of these loser ass MCs. Okay, I don't fucking relate to them. They're losers. I need my niggas to be like Jotaro. They get bitches. They big. They raw. They punch niggas. That's what I relate to. Tired of these fucking soy boy little losers. Oh, bully me. Yeah, no friends. I don't eat. And I'm little man. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Oh my god, I'm tired of these loser burger ass shinji ass niggas. Damn it. Makima's way scarier than women in real life. Denji's like me for that's just not it. I'm sorry to hear that. I feel you comparing sports. I think the sports look at Modric didn't start out great, but his longevity is insane. Modric, yeah, Modric. Kroger versus Luffy is a really good one too. I agree. In a battle manga, you gotta be at least shooting at least 70% fact. Hold on, loser MC's raw. Denji not loser MC. He just a weirdo. Okay, Suguru raw. All right, I mean, if you say so. Most umpy fights, man, but the built-in are fire. Facts. The book, what do they call it? The booking, the promotion, the promo be going crazy. The trailer goes stupid, and then it's like, eh. Denji is raw. I don't know about that. Suno is raw. I like Suno. You're not disrespecting Denji, bro. I am. Denji's a fucking loser and a weirdo. With the current ongoing jump titles, I have found Sakamoto Days and Dan 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 to be the best overall action. I can agree with Sakamoto Days. I like Mashal's action too, though, and I like the action in Kaiju. Denji starting what he is raw as his power. Okay, is mostly funny, and Denji's raw. I don't think you guys know what raw means. All right. Say I like Denji. I think Denji's an interesting character. I think Denji. Oh, Denji's like me for real. Bark, bark, woof, woof. I'm a loser. I bark for women. Like, all right, like I don't rate him. I don't relate to him. No, he's not cool. If you like him, you like him. I can't comment on that, but don't tell me he's raw. You know what raw is? Raw is a nigga like Mash. Raw is a nigga like a Scanner. Raw is a nigga like Zebra from Toriko or something. That is rawness. Jotaro, raw. Jotaro said, if I go to a restaurant and the food is mid, I don't pay. I leave. That is rawness. This nigga is a fucking loser and a bozo. I don't respect him. I don't rate him. I'm not into your guys' weird like I want to be dominated by a girl. I'm not into that. All right. I am not a cuck. I am not a beta. Goku's raw. Gojo's raw. Helsing version. Wait. Oh shoot, I was reading my text messages. But yeah. Yeah, sir. Goku is not Goku's kind of raw, but he's just kind of stupid and super. So he grows. I'll never know. I'm not interested. Why do you guys try to fabricate interest out of me? I don't care about Chainsaw Man. Nothing you do or say will make me care about Chainsaw Man. Just give it up. Enjoy it, read it, tweet about it, talk about it, but leave me out of it. I'm not reading it. I'm not watching it. I don't give a fuck. That's all I'm saying. Y'all know how I am. Jataro's a fair JoJo. I respect that. Jataro's cool, man. Shout out to him. I used to read Kingdom. There was somebody named Ricardo or Richardo the AMG or something. He used to literally every week DM me the Kingdom chapter. That's the only reason why I kept up after a certain point because I lost interest personally, but I used to read it. He stopped doing it and I haven't read it since. So I guess Kingdom spoilers if you're catching up to Kingdom, plug your ears for like a minute. I pretty much the last thing I remember clearly is what's the Pathfinder's name? not Hokin. Is it Hokin? I don't even remember. It's the big ass dude that's like extremely strong, like a pathfinder or whatever, right? Like sh- wow, Shin beat him. Shin beat him in like the war that was happening. Like he beat him in that war. This is after the Yatanwa. They jumped over the little chasm and they burnt the supplies. So it's after all that. And he like Shin like died, but like didn't die. Then he like came back up. Like that's like the last thing I remember very clearly. I'm a couple chapters after that, but I didn't really. I kind of lost interest, and I don't really like revivals like that. So, um, they were fighting that guy. Oh my goodness, from that kingdom. I don't remember his name. He had the long flowing hair, and he's strong, but he also schemes well. And they were fighting against that like nation. Like that's like the last thing that I really cared. But I'm not interested. It's just not that interesting to me. I'm sorry, but if you want, if I've told like I told everybody else who likes Kingdom, Riboku, boom, yes. I want to say Ryofui, but I think that was the guy who spoke with the king in Kin. I just fuck. I don't remember these names, bro. I'm sorry. I remember like Moten. Ah! What's the girl goes ton ton ton? The fuck with the Kyokai? I don't remember these names, bro. It's crazy. But Yotanwa is my favorite character. So if Yotanwa is doing something dope that you think that I would like, or Kanki, that psychopath, that maniac, that legend is doing some sicko shit, tell me. I'll read. Other than that, I don't care. So yeah. Kingdom, touch the grass and hit the gym. Something wrong with the society when you relating to Denji? Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, touch the grass, get some vitamin D from the sun, talk to a woman, talk to a real person, get swole. Like, what are y'all doing, man? I'm so tired of this lose. Like, it's so cool being a loser and a victim. No, fuck that. Kujo for leading forces their own path. Facts. Hokin. I'm way past the coalition arc. That's where I checked out too. Riboku Ferris wanted to know real fee of the Beepkin. Yeah, I like the real fee. Did you see the Rock drama? No, I didn't. Kyokai, you were right. Shazam 2 was mid. Oh, I know it's mid. The first one was mid, so why did I watch 2? Kanki, yep. Kanki has been the major arc now. Same with Riboku. Riboku's raw. I really like Moten. Okay, well, if it's Conky folk, I heard that Conky did some war criminal thing that he's gonna have to pay for. That's just some. I think Pat was telling me something about that. But when he made that, like, I listen. I'm not gonna pretend I know anything about being in the military or war, but I never understood war rules or war laws or like. You're here to wipe out and kill other people to take the land or the like. What rules are there? Win. What? Like you get to you get to write history if you win. So it's not that I'm saying Conky is great. What he's doing is great, but I'm like, you probably need a sicko on your team like this if you're trying to win a war. I'm just saying. Like I've never understood. Like you can't do this. You can't torture. You can't. But bro, it's war. It's all it is mindless killing. What? No, you can't do that. You use gas. No, gas is bad. You have to use these drones. Like, nigga, I'm killing you either way. Like, what are we talking about? I never understood that. But again, I'm not a military person. I've never been in a war. I don't plan on fighting a war unless I literally have no choice because there's a horde of people coming at us, and it's either fight or die or flee. All right, it's the only way I fight in a war. I will never die for a politician's fucking war. This Ukraine shit is fucking dumbass bullshit. They're on their goddamn own. It's not my problem. Anyways, I touch grass every day, but I still like Denji Hira. He ain't touching no grass, bro. I don't believe you. Over Overall line is unforgivable, although I agree Kanki is worth tolerating. I think the idea is to only harm soldiers who are trying to fight versus innocent people. Okay, but if you can use innocent people to your advantage, thank you for the follow, Archer. To win the war, why wouldn't you? Where does war morality come from? You are killing other human beings. Like it's that I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I don't get it. Naya would wake up in Luffy body or Sanji. Sanji kicks a lot, so I'd probably be like more like Sanji because Sanji's like I don't punch. I kick more than I punch. I got strong legs. I got Chun Li legs. So I don't know. Anyways, Shot Kank, you were my favorite characters. My favorite characters were Yotanwa, Kanki, Ryofui. Is Moten's not the one with the spear? I think I liked Moten out of the trio. There was Moten, the guy who fought Earl Shi, I think, with the lance, and Shin. I like Moten a lot. And there was what's the girl who always says, "Do you want to bed with me?" She got the short hair. She's a big ass bitch. She was like riding the elephants. I like her. I'll hit that. Yes, sir. I'm in there. I'm in those guts. I don't remember her name though. Fuck. And there was somebody on Conky's one of the girls I like Conky and her she was cute too. Um was her name Karen or something? What's her name? Let's find that name. Oh, okay, there we go, Karen. Was it actually Karen? Was that right? I was right. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, Ohan is the one I don't like either. I think he's the uppity one with the spear, not him. I like the one who's like Mobu's son, the strong nigga who's like his thing is like power. His son, I think his name is Moten, and he gets bitches. Yeah, I like him. He rawness. Niggas who don't pull bitches are not raw. Sorry, unless okay, there's a couple exceptions, but and sometimes when you're young, it starts out rough, and when you get a beard, it gets better for you. I want to say that because I'm like Boya struggling. Boya was struggling, and he's still raw. Oh, Kareen, there you go. Yeah, I was like two names. There you go. I like her. She's dope. I'm not a Kid fan, but even I think him and Killer being one shotted is mad aggressive. Felt like Oda gave up on whatever plans he had for him. Archer, I don't know if you were here earlier on how much you've heard me speak about One Piece in general, but I've for the last about maybe 2 or 1.5 years, I've essentially said that the role that Kid was supposed to have in One Piece was mostly usurped by Law. Maybe he somewhat divvied it up into two of them, but I feel like some of the things that Law has done has been highly impressive in many aspects and Kid hasn't been, despite the fact we know Kid was the one that was supposed to be the actual supernova rival with another person on his crew, a la Zoro, a la Killer, that's also a supernova, that's not just a captain. I just think Law kind of took that role because he ended up becoming immensely popular for whatever reason. So I think it's aggressive too. I personally don't think it makes sense based on all the damage I saw Kid take on Wano and punishment he took and how tenacious he was in fighting. I don't think that him dying in one slash or losing in one slash makes sense unless you literally split him in two. Like if you split him in two, different story. I don't care how deep that wound is. I don't think it should have taken him out immediately. He took a marmalade flippity dippity slash with Napoleon. Like while Hawkins is banging his head against the damn wall. I'm just saying. Molten, I like him too. Yeah, I like Molten, bro. Ohan is the mysterious masked general. Oh, well, I'm just talking about the trio of up and coming commanders. It was Shin, it was Moten, and there's another guy with a spear who's like very condescending. I'm 19. I got a beard, still no bitches. Need to stay halal, brother. I respect it. I'm not mad at it. You don't have to move like how niggas be moving over here in the West, bro, and try to hang 100 girls in one day. It's stupid. Live your life according to your ideals, traditions, and what you believe in, and do that earnestly and with intent. I respect that. Denji got girls, but you don't know that because you don't read it. Fraud or whatever, bro. Yo, Naya, do you have a top 5 football players currently? Like just like my favorite ones right now. Mbappe, Haaland, Oshiman, Van Dyke. I know he's been kind of injured for a while. Um, Colo, Randall Colomwani, Lasane, Larevo, Randall Colomwani. I like watching Moani play. I like Colo. That five. That's five. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. I like Kevin. I'd never not like watching like N'Golo Kante is one of my favorite all time football players. I never not enjoy him. I know he was injured for a while and he was injured, but he's back. So Kante when he's around, I like seeing him play. But okay, so maybe five. So Mbappe, Holland, Oshiman. You know, I've been enjoying Balogun too. I've been enjoying watching Balogun and Jonathan Davis too. Fuck. But yeah, okay, so I'll go okay, Mbappe, Holland, Oshiman, Van Dyke. Hey, Hey, I guess KDB. I don't know. Or Colo. Is Hawken dead? Probably. Honestly, I just think for some of these characters, I think it's just better to not bring them back up. What Hawkins would do? Pop up here, Straw Hat. I got the Star Tarot card, which means that you'll be able to hold Gear Fifth indefinitely. Like, bro, just die, just be dead. I'm tired. I'm not in the mood. I don't want to deal with it. I'm salty about it too. Y'all know I'm salty. I had a personal investment in Hawkins. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want. I don't. I wish to be free from this pain. If Law and Kid are dead, fuck it. If Kaido and Big Mom are dead, fuck it, alright? Fuck it all. Fuck it. He doesn't care. Why should I? When did you start liking football and start playing it? I was 4. I was 4. I probably started watching around the same time. Thierry Henry, when he came to like Arsenal, is like my earliest memories of watching football. The '98 World Cup being the first one that I watched that I can remember. When France won with Zizou, Lulu, Lillian Thurman and whatnot. Yeah, pretty much my whole life. The thing about it is just like the NBA, I don't like discussing football with most people because I don't like the banter and I definitely don't like the modern state of speaking about sports. I don't like how Europeans kind of banter too, where it's like he's fucking bottled it, disaster class. He had one game, trade him, transfer market, loan him. Like, bro, what are the over like what the most knee jerk overreaction I ever seen at any sport is football fans. Um, so I don't enjoy the discourse. I never really did. It's one of those things I speak to about specific people. The NBA is the exact same thing. Not that I really watch NBA. The truth is, I have not really watched the NBA since 2015 like that. When Steph's reign started, that's like, or Derrick Rose got hurt the second time when he left. He left from Chicago. The last year I really watched was I think when Jimmy, Rondo, and was it Wade on the team on Chicago? I think Rondo got hurt, and then they got. Like, that's like the last year I really watched ball from like start to finish. I'll peep a playoff series. I'll peep games in the playoffs, but I don't watch the regular season like that. I was starting to get back into it a bit because I liked the Grizzlies and I like John Morant, but then I don't know what the fuck this idiot's doing, so it's hard for me to support them. So I just don't have any interest. Kawhi is one of my favorite players, and Kawhi is always playing or not playing or whatever. So it's just like I have. This is the lowest my interest in NBA has ever been, but I also do not like talking to basketball fans, especially LeBron stands. Hot take: as a Kobe guy, I know how toxic Kobe stands were. I do not think they're worse than LeBron fans at this point. LeBron fans are goddamn. Their LeBron fans have LeBron's talk lodged in their throat 24/7, 365 days a year, nonstop, just lodged in there. Can do no wrong. Everything he does is great. Oh, you had no help. I can't stand talking to LeBron fans. You're fucking insufferable. But Jordan fans act like if they speak bad about Jordan, Michael Jordan will personally come and revoke their shoes. They're like, "What? You said I wasn't a go? I'm taking your Jordans. Your Jordans will be confiscated." Like, I don't know, man. I can't. I don't like dishonest. I don't like dishonest unless you're just if you're talking to your friends and you guys are talking shit to one each other because it's your friends and your friend group. That's different. But I don't like this inauthentic discourse about sports. I'm tired about it. Um, Moulton and Mobu. Moulton a really good general. Mobu respect him. I mean the best is fine. When he's oh I rushed it already. Just for real, retire them. He's just a fucking donkey. He kills me every time. Or one thing I never really like personally. Like in my experience, like NBA has just like NBA has just like the right amount of racism that I'm used to and can deal with, and it's fine. Football racism is different, and it's not even just the black people. Just no matter what, because it's international, just all across the board. One day, let's say Colo plays a good game. Colo's such a good player, yada yada yada. Next game, he's got a nigger monkey first touch, and I'm like, oh my god damn. No, football fans are unhinged though. They really are. They're unhinged, especially if it's a derby. Oh my god. Yeah. So they're older fans, low key. Kobe and LeBron fans are definitely bottom two. Jordan fans are up there, but yeah, I hear you. The thing about Kobe fans is I find that in you know what I don't know if that's true anymore. I can't say that I don't keep my finger on the pulse, so I don't know anymore. But I think over the years they accepted certain things. My only toxic, but I had toxic Kobe years when I was younger. But the only thing that I never liked with the LeBron thing is I felt NBA fans in general catapulted LeBron over Kobe way before he deserved it. I think he deserves it at this point in his life, but by the time like when he was like in the Heat era and whatnot, he was not an all time better great than Kobe. And I'm not convinced that he was a better all time great than Kobe when he got his third ring. But he had a high degree of sustained excellence. Oh shit, this just died. I'm just gonna go here for now on my shitty camera. But yeah, so I don't know, man. But I forgot what I was saying. Honestly, I totally lost my train of thought. Um, Any thoughts on Blackbeard being an egghead? Is it too early for him to meet Luffy, or is it time for that clash? I think it's too early. But what I would like is if they can, if they kind of, I don't even know, man. But I think Blackbeard is there for something specific, not particularly to fight anybody. And I don't know if he'll run away if he sees, if he's like, oh shit, fucking Kizaru is coming, and we have, what is it? What did you guys? I is it what do you what's the name of the not celestial, what the fuck do the thing is called, the five elder stars, the Gorosei, Jesus Christ, sorry, what's the name of the one who has Jay's name, JD Garcia or whatever, like are those niggas strong, like I don't know, so we'll see. But I have high hopes for Blackbeard. If Oda does not deliver on Blackbeard, I could see myself completely checking out the series, so hopefully he doesn't fumble the ball here, because he did have him run away like 45 times in recent memory. That has upset a lot of Blackbeard fans. I can't say that I'm too upset in either direction, but it's not it though. Like basically, I'm wondering when Blackbeard is gonna feel that he's prepared to take on the world like actually head on, without having to do all these like whatever the fuck. But let's go back here. Turn my camera back on. Hello, camera. There you go. So yeah, Saturn. There you go, Saturn. Saint Garcia Saturn. BB to kill Saturn. I like that. I like that. The idea that a Gorosei dies on a mission being accompanied by an admiral or something. I like that. So, so yeah, HD9 looks good. No, I don't, man. You can see my fucking terrible fucking skin. But we gotta be in good quality, man. I don't want to keep giving you guys, Virgo level, Virgo level streams. I gotta be in good quality. I actually have one more like camera and I think the player. I think I said this before. I think it's 1080p. It's not 60 FPS like this one is, but it's 1080p and the Blue Yeti Nano or something. So I'm a play around with some mic settings, and I'm getting the swing arm, because I'm tired of having to hold this shit in my hand. Because this is one of those things that the further away from it and the closer I am, the clearer I have to like deep throat the mic so you guys can hear me, and it's mad annoying. So yeah. But if Blackbeard is there for some specific tech, what if he knows about the technology, or like the fact that he's trying to find an energy source to power that machine or something? Like, I wouldn't put it past Blackbeard to know something like that, because he could have amassed an incredible amount of knowledge solely by sailing with Whitebeard. You know what I'm saying? I was wondering if you have Pele as the best from Brazil, and if not, who? I don't have Pele as the GOAT, and I have never really kind of had him as the GOAT. When I was younger, I didn't know any better, sure. I would be hard pressed to put another Brazilian over him. I know times have changed and stuff like that, but I think he's probably the great. I don't know if he's like the literal pound for pound best Brazilian, but is he the greatest Brazilian of all time? I would be interested in hearing an argument for somebody else. I know there's a lot of great players that came out of Brazil, but I don't. I wouldn't put anyone above Pele. I'm not comfortable doing that. At least not right now. Maybe just somebody I'm not considering. If Ronaldo Di Fenomeno Nazario maybe never got injured, he could have possibly been better. I know there's still a lot of people like Mourinho who have seen players like Messi play and still say that the best football player they've ever seen was R9. So yeah. Oh, not greatest, just ability wise. If it's ability like pound for pound, I don't think so. Then I think the modern players are probably a lot more skilled than he is. Obviously, it has to start somewhere, and a lot of the moves and ideas and creativity that you see is something that he kind of pioneered. So give him credit for that. But like with basketball, I'm not. I do think on average the players today are better than the players in the past and are more skilled. Granted, the rules are different and they can carry and travel like motherfucking crazy and whatnot, and the rules are tailor suited more for offense than defense. But yeah, I never thought that Iverson was a better dribbler than like Kyrie Irving. Let's be real. But if you want to talk about who's greater and overall great, that's a different story to me. Because greatness to me doesn't necessarily mean the level of literal skill you have. Giannis does not have the deepest bag in basketball. He's gonna tween in and out, step back, fade away 3-pointer from half court. Like no, he's not doing that. He's gonna take the ball. He's gonna fucking palm it. He's gonna euro step and yam it on you, and you can't stop it. And he's one of the greatest to ever do it. Them niggas not strong or relative. I'd be disappointed. I don't know why people want Blackwood to be some gung ho character before he's still folding most of y'all favorites. Y'all phase running or not, including that red hair, can't even wipe his own ass properly. Boza. One hand, he needs help to wipe. Who wipes his ass? Ben Beckman? If Big Mom has an information network, Blackbeard should definitely have one. That's a good point. Worst case scenario, Blackbeard's probably there to steal Vegapunk's devil fruit, but I don't know how Blackbeard would know about Vegapunk's fruit. His information network. I don't know. Oh, Kuzan. What if Kuzan as an admiral has like access to that type of information, and now that he's defected, I'm pretty sure he's part of Sword. That's how Teach knows. That's not crazy, right? Is that crazy? Does that make sense? Maybe I don't know. Maybe that didn't make sense. Edo Tensei already happening. Wait, hold on. I think Edo Tensei gonna happen in One Piece. Oh, that would destroy my life. I'll just cry. I'll just cry. I'll just give up. Like you just heave me. I'll just wave the white flag and throw my hands up in defeat, and flip the table over and leave. Wouldn't be surprised if Blackbird somehow swoops up and steals Vegapunk. That I think would make more sense. But what would be interesting is like, what if every body of Vegapunk dies except the Stella? Does he lose access to the bunch of information in his brain? Like, it's interesting to think about. Blackbird got to get all the DLC, be at max level, and have the OP weapons for trying to go after the world. Facts. And I'm not mad at it because I'm the same way. That preparation for the nation. What would Blackwood do with a big brain? Actually be intelligent and maybe brush his teeth and like lose some weight. Yeah, I give them their respect, but most people from what I hear don't rate those old players. I do. I do. I think the only one that I'd argue I'm disrespectful towards clans is Maradona. I think Maradona's overrated. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's not an all-time great. I'm not saying he's not one of the best to ever do it, but I do think he's overrated. And the reason that I think that, listen, it pisses me off that the fact that the hand of God is like an iconic goal. Nigga, you handballed it into the net. I'm supposed to rate this? I don't rate that. I don't. That's not cool to me, bro. I get it if you're from Argentina. That's different. If you're Argentinian, I'm not mad at you for any reason. That's completely different. I understand. But anybody else, I like, whoa, such an iconic goal. So fucking cheating is iconic. All right, man. Leave me alone, bro. So, what video games have I been playing lately? Of honestly, my thoughts on the recent chapter. I got a kick out of it. Like, I can't say I didn't enjoy it because I just think Kid is kind of a loser, and I think I don't know if I think it makes sense though. I think the one shot was a little aggressive. I don't think he gave. I don't think Oda has delivered on all the promises and hype that he has been building up slowly with Kid. I don't think any of it's come to fruition. I have my own reasons for why it didn't happen, so I'm not particularly shocked, but I thought that was aggressive. Based on what I just saw Kid take in Wano, I'm surprised that one attack took him out. And it's doubly frustrating to me because I'm like, you see a nigga coming at you with a whole ass sword like you can't control metal. Like, come on, my dude. So yeah. That's I've been saying that for years. Law usurped a lot of kids' role and hype and feats that he would have and whatnot. What if Sonya sees Pudding and tries to save her? That's a possibility. Wait, Pudding where? Oh yeah, somebody snatched up Pudding. A lie. I forgot about that. Who was Pudding again? I totally forgot. Where's Pudding at right now? I totally forgot. I give them the respect, but from people are losing more. Yeah, I feel you. What video games have I been playing recently? I was playing War Groove at my friend's house. We were stuck on this one map for a long time. We were playing a lot of War Groove. I unfortunately have not been able to play anything in any great capacity since beating Chained Echoes twice and Dark Deity. I just been really busy, and and usually if I have free time right now, I've just been resting. I've been resting, and going out. I've been actually like hanging out with my friends in real life and other people, and just mingling a bit more in the real world. Like I watched Creed 3 the other day. I like Creed 3. I like that trilogy, by the way. The Creed trilogy is dope. I'm not a Rocky Balboa Rocky guy. I think there's like two and a half good movies if even, but I like the Creed trilogy. It was pretty cool. My favorite one is the second one though. I think. Um, So yeah, I haven't been playing much. I do wanna play some more games. But if you ask me what I'm going to be playing, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is will be soon. Horizon Forbidden West will be soon. Nirvana AI whatever Nirvana AI Somnium Falls Nirvana Initiative. That's something I want to play. Um, when thing is out of its like closed beta, I want to start labbing in Rushdown Revolt. That's the next platform fighting game that I'm very interested in. Like I really like Rivals of Aether. I have not been a Smash Ultimate nigga, oddly enough, and I played a shit ton of Smash 4, but something about Smash Bros. Ultimate is just not resonating with me, and no one I know really, none of my friends really play it. We don't play it, but I really do like Rivals of Aether. The second one is in production. It's more 3D and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. But I like that game. That looks interesting. Then like the literally the list of indies that I read off. Want me to read all the indie games I want to play again? Again, I could pull up the list. The list is right here. I could list all of them. Let me pull up the book. All the list. I also haven't played River City Girls yet. River City Girls 2, I haven't played it yet. I haven't played it yet. I admit it. I'm a fraud for not playing that one yet. Soldier, Born of Bread. I've actually have started Tinykins. Seahorse Saga, Blue Fire, Berserker Boy, 9 Years of Shadow, To the Moon, Pepper Grinder, Fading Afternoon. I have Shatters now. Fashion Police Squad. What the fuck does this say? I cannot write. I hate my fucking writing. Big Boy Boxing. I have Cyber Shadow now. AI I have now. I can release that. Ragnar Senti, The Plucky Squire, Nine Souls, Solar Ash, Wrestle Quest, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Wavetail, Crowsworn, Demon Turf, Kina, Horizon Forbidden I have now, but I have to display them. I know Mutation, Sea of Stars, Dragon Mark for Death, Coffee Talk Episode 2, Pathless, Panzer Paladin, River City Girls 2 I should have played, Temtem, Finding Paradise, Shovel Knight Dig, Slope Crashers, Mega Man when it comes back out, and yeah, that's just some of them. So that's what I'm planning on playing. There's just not enough time. And I am not a free man. I do not have the free time that I used to have. I wish I did, but I simply do not. But when Tears of the Kingdom comes out, I will be playing that on stream. Like just wake up and assume I'm live. Just pop in whatever. I will not put that down. Those will be like 20-hour streams more often, as long as the internet cooperates. Like I will just turn that on and play. I might not even talk to you niggas. I might just focus on the game. Yeah. So yeah. Sorry, where was I last year? Oh, Black Bear's pudding. Okay, thank you. People give cry for more love than Maradona and Pele. That's mostly what he did for the sport. Yeah, because the cost of a total football. I understand that. That's one of those things where it's like remember the all-time greatest and achieved the highest heights because he didn't win like a World Cup or something. But your impact on the game completely changed how people and modernized it and whatnot. So I get that. QT was fire. I love how Shank said he'd been looking for Blackbeard and what is he doing? Also mentioned he might have arrived in Wano. Maybe that's why he arrived in Wano. That makes sense if he was chasing him. But it looks like Blackbeard's on his way to Egghead. I've been socializing more myself. Like the last 4 weeks, friends and coworkers have been meeting up for once. Yeah, so yeah, that's been dope. I've also been at the gym working out with somebody specifically, like 1-on-1 and whatnot. So like I just been out living my life a bit more. I think a little. I think I noticed for myself personally during the pandemic and whatnot. I've been a little overly focused on the digital and being perpetually online and I just want to like I like turning my phone off and fucking off from what's happening on the digital space and just being outside and whatnot. So yeah, Nirvana Initiative. You like Horizon? That's boring. Play God of War Ragnarok. I like Horizon. I'm probably not gonna play Ragnarok. I'll probably just watch the cutscenes like I've been doing, but that's what's up. Can't wait to see your thoughts on it when you get to it. Me neither. I need to get to it eventually. I feel it. I gotta play Mercy the Girls too as well. I know. I can't believe none of us have played that yet. You know how excited we were, how long we waited. Man, we're not We're not a serious nation of people, bro. I keep telling y'all. It's installed on my computer. It's not set up. I have it. We have it on Yuzu Raijin or Raijin, whatever it's called. We have it. Like I also personally think if you want to push the agenda, you could low key say Oda might have wanted to show Shanks the character as strong as Roger. That's why he wants your kid. You're like you came into this stream about an hour and 55 minutes like into it. I think you've been here for like 10 minutes, like an hour 40 minutes. Like I mentioned all these things at the beginning of the stream. I promise you. I said it's possible that Oda did this to showcase how powerful Shanks is. You added the Roger element. That's a fair point. Roger gave him the hat. He gave the hat to Luffy, so it's like a passing of the torch thing. So he's like the Roger of the current times, so to speak. Plus, he used the same move as him that he used against I was called the nigga Chad. That's crazy. Fucking Odin. So fair enough. But I don't think you have to disrespect a up and coming character that's proven himself to be somewhat competent by taking out Yonko in tandem with another supernova or worst generation by having him look painfully weak and pathetic. I also mentioned that it's possible Oda's way of showing kid respect was that Shanks had to use Future Sight to see that his damn punked was going to cause massive damage to the structural integrity of the ships and the fleet and maybe take out a bunch of the weaker people he's protecting. But you could also argue that if he has a weak, so that's why Shanks personally had to come deal with it himself. But I don't think that the one shot made sense. Tears of the Kingdom has the express pass. Yes, I'm in there. I sent a link on Twitter now. You might find it funny. I'll look at it. Let me pull it up. Have a nice day. Gonna go to bed. All right, brother. Have a nice sleep. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. Want to know your thoughts on Maggie, the prequel to Sinbad? If you had read, The Adventures of Sinbad no Boken. I loved it. Sinbad's my favorite character though, and I'm a character guy. Characters are the thing that I care about the most. You know what you just reminded me? I have to read Orient, Shinobu's other work. I have not read that yet, or like 6 chapters. But anyways, I'm a huge Maggie fan. Labyrinth of Magic and Sinbad's Adventure I thought was really good. It was nice to see how he attained all of his vessels and whatnot. I can't remember what they're called right now, the metal engine eclipse, whatever. But yeah, because he's such an important, integral part of the world and being like their weird reincarnation. I think it was David or whatever. Like it was very cool to see. I liked it. I have to revisit it. It's been a long time, but I liked it. But I'm a Maggie guy. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite series. Shout out to Kyoko, 100% agree. He was done dirty. I gotta check out Maggie at some point. Yeah, I think you'll like it. It's pretty good. That's one of my. It's one of the few manga that made me cry, like shed a tear. I'm like, oh my god, this is sad. The stuff with Alibaba's friend and Shivan Balbad when he came back as. Oh wait, as you said, you're gonna read it, and I'm here talking about it. Let me shut the fuck up. But yeah, Orient's pretty decent. I prefer Maggie, but it has some good stuff in it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I think Kid just if this is the end of Kid, by which I mean maybe he doesn't die, but now his pirate days are over. He's never gonna do anything significant as a pirate. I think he deserved a better send off based on how Oda initially intentionally probably planned on using him and how he built and hyped him up. Went out with a whimper, not a bang. Not impressed. Shout to Judar and Hakuryu. I was a what's the girl with the shell titties? The mage with the shell fucking bra. Oh my god, she had me going tweaking. She's one of my favorites. I like a lot of Sinbad's people. I like Cohen, Rent Cohen. He's cool. I like Alibaba actually. I also like Aladdin a lot. Might be time for a Maggie reread, honestly. Revisionist history. It comes out infrequently though. That's annoying. Yam Raiha. Yeah, oh god, she had me tweaking, boy. I mean, oh my lord. If it made you cry, I'm definitely gonna shed some tears. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. She had me acting crazy. Do you think that sports always push the promise of potential of the next big thing. Like when Tyson was at the top, he was pushed as probably the greatest fighter ever. We saw someone who will surpass Ali pushing the Kobe dude next Jordan. Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of I think the big one of the biggest problems I have with a lot of sports is they try to artificially um create hype through their promoting and booking and promotions and whatnot. So it's like, okay, Jordan leaves. Who's the next Jordan? Is it Penny? Is it Kobe? Is it fucking Vince Carter? Like there was so many the next Jordans, even when Jordan was there, and they tried to do it with LeBron by overhyping Zion, like the next coming, like you know what I'm saying? Even with Ben Simmons to some degree, I do think that we do that a lot because it's almost like you're trying to inject a false sense of hype into the league, and I personally think if you let it happen organically and you don't try to manufacture stars or rivalries or whatever, it comes across a lot better. I even believe that football in general is trying to make Holland and Mbappe in some ways the next Messi and Ronaldo, and I just don't think it works. It feels forced, artificial, and not organic. If that makes sense. I get it. It's cool to talk about. You can talk about which you think is better, who will be better, who will achieve more. It's fine, but it's not Ronaldo versus Messi. It's not that. I don't think you can recreate that. That's just me though. So I hear you. I hear you. Our old miner, yeah. They definitely always push the newcomers. They definitely push rivalries as well. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't move me in any great form though. Nothing is kind of naturally established. Like they pushed Jordan a lot in the '80s before we won anything. That's actually not a bad point. Because I think that was kind of Larry and Bird era. But when he was coming, it's like yeah, they always have to like hype up the next thing when current thing might be in its twilight years or waning years or old man years. So it's like, what is next thing to replace current thing? New thing is Jordan. New thing is Kobe. New thing is LeBron. New thing is Zion. New thing is Luca. New thing is yeah. All right. Like to me, Giannis is a natural born star through hard work, dedication, and his game and natural charisma became an NBA star. I didn't feel like the NBA manufactured him into a star. I even think while I don't think Zion's a bad player by any stretch of the imagination, they tried to manufacture Zion as a star before it was time, to the point that they really, if they really could get away with it, they would have given Zion Rookie of the Year, even though he didn't deserve it because he didn't play enough games the year that he came in. I truly believe that. I also don't believe Ben Simmons deserved Rookie of the Year over fucking Donovan Mitchell, but I had that right, right? I think so. I think I had that right. I'm misremembering that year, but yeah, I hear you though. I hear you. Even though nothing, even though it's kind of naturally established, they push Jordan. Yeah, they push it a little too far. Players sell tickets, the money talks. Exactly, I get it, and it causes discussion and discourse on podcasts, which disseminates to the viewers and the constituents that follow those people, the fan bases, and then it becomes a thing and it becomes a talking point everywhere. So yeah, I definitely do think they artificially inject that type of hype into the leagues, though. I do. I'm not sure what American football does. I don't know if it was Mahomes being the next coming of Tom Brady or whatever. I don't know if American football does that, but I don't watch the NFL, so the only three sports I've ever I used to watch I used to watch the NFL at one point, but I was only doing it to talk to my friends, not because I enjoyed it. I don't really enjoy American football. I don't think it's very entertaining. That's just me though. That's just my personal opinion. I think tennis is a sport that I like to watch a lot. They tried to tell me with Benzema and Messi as well. Did they really? Oh, because of Real Madrid and okay. I guess when Ronaldo left, I'm guessing when he became the captain. When did Ramos leave for PSG? By the way, do you have the year for that? When did Ramos go to PSG? When did they leave Madrid? Like, wasn't he Madrid captain before Benzema or whatever? Oh, I also saw the Mbappe Griezmann thing. I actually would not have given Mbappe the captain armband. I'm not mad that he has it. I don't think it's a big deal personally, but I could see if Griezmann feels slighted, I understand why. I do think Antoine Griezmann put the work in and had the seniority and experience to be the captain. So yeah, yeah. When he left, that's why I figured. It wouldn't surprise me. But all right, if you guys don't have any more questions for me, I'm gonna wrap this up because I do have to do a bit more editing. We've been going for 2 hours. The One Piece chapter was what it was. I personally feel like it's okay for you guys to all tweet that every single Kid fan has to give you has to personally apologize to you and the One Piece community at large, because this nigga is disappointing as all hell. He's not raw. That's just sad. I really wanted to be wrong. Like, I wanted people to be like, "Ha, Naya, you stupid, dumb black. Look what he did. He destroyed kids' ships or fleets or something or whatever." And I'm like, dang, that's crazy. So, that's what's funny. Also, like something similar for the ZKK guys. Oh, yeah, ZKK has to us apologize to us too. I don't think we bullied them enough for the stupidity that they injected into this community. We might have to bully them too. Y'all right. You guys are right. What the fuck was wrong with Zoro people during that little era? What the fuck was wrong with them? Why did they think that? Like, what? I've never seen of self created fan delusion pulled from the crease of someone's asshole, trickle down and permeate into the community where people genuinely believed it. I don't understand this. I don't. I mean, you know what? People are sheep. I do understand this. Never mind. When the leaders say something, or the people who have the cloud or notoriety say something, other people fall in line. Mental illness for real. Sohan Geo. Oh, is Geo one of those people? Geo just seems to be like not intelligent in general as a One Piece fan, and I feel like he does that stuff to over sensationalize and to create dissension so that he gets more like internet clout. Like I don't always think his takes are I don't know. I don't know the man. I don't talk to him, so maybe he's being serious. But I never take his tweets seriously. I muted them anyways. It was 2015. Roger Base Theory started. Oh Jesus Christ, Roger! Come on, dog. The consistent mental gymnastics on a weekly basis was crazy. Yeah, it was. They they were different, man. They were different. Shit funny. I don't get it. Like, what was going on, bro? Crazy. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for coming through. I want to raid my friend Nikki. Show her some love. Say hi. Tell her kids a bozo, and I'm gonna be out. Y'all be safe, man.